Charles Berner, also known as Yogeshwar, was the originator of the Enlightenment intensive, a process that is used today worldwide to seek self-realization by conscious direct knowledge. Charles Berner passed away on June 24, 2007 at his home in New South Wales, Australia. I recorded this video of him during afternoon talks at his home in the Adelaide Hills of Australia in 1993.
Yes.
Why is Aghora? Why is he called
Aghora is unterrible.
Or unfearful is another interpretation I read.
Yes.
And looks so terrible. Is depicted as so terrible.
Because they usually it is Ghora that is depicted, not Aghora.
Isn't Bhairava?
That's because that comes first. First you see Bhairava or Ghora, which is the root of the English word gory.
Oh, Bhairava means Ghora? Bhairava and Ghora are equivalent?
Yes.
Bhairava and
But Aghora is, if you turn the face around the other side, you see this unterrible, unfearful, beautiful, beneficent one.
So
there's a beautiful statue in the Aztec Museum in Mexico City. On one side is this monster, and on the other side is this heavenly being of the same statue. Very cleverly worked out.
So
And one of the Aztec gods.
Is there something about that transformation then that's...
That you have to face up to the horror before you can see the truth of God. In your sadhana. Isn't there some way around, Yogeshwar? I'll pay you extra. I'll pay you double what I paid you, Yogeshwar, if you'll show me the way so I don't have to go through that part. And I just don't take the offer. I said, now you got to go through the horror show first of being misunderstood, the pain, the misery, the truth about yourself, the being unacknowledged and assaulted and insulted, unappreciated and spat on, and especially ignored. That's my favorite.
Well, you looked at me hard when you said it. I think it's mine too.
Ignored. Ignored. So, having gone through all that horror face of God, which is Ghora, then one gets Aghora, the unversion of it, the unterrible, the unfearful, the unhorrible. Why is that? It's easy to answer that. As you were growing up, when anything happened that you didn't like very much, you blocked it out. You said no. Buried it, hid it. Oh, I don't want to feel the pain. Where's the spray can? Where's the aspirin? Where's the where's the food? Anything to get rid of that awful feeling, that awful whatever it is, you know, don't tell me those things. And you just go away and you block it out, and it's all stored there. So now you're going to grow. Then in order to grow, you've got to open up to what is, and that's what was then and it's what it is now. And so all that stuff is waiting there for you, all that horror show, and all the self-deception about how you made you think you were how wonderful you are, and you found out, and you hid all the bad things, all those things are going to come out. Now on the other side of that is the true nature of you. The sahaja avastha, the natural state, perfection. Now you intellectually know all that. So therefore you, in burying and continuing to bury the horror show, superimpose the image of bliss and wonderfulness on top and say, see, how wonderful I am. And then a week later you come back, what happened to me? Well, you took off that layer and you're in the hell. The horror show. Ghora. What is that? The third or fourth face?
Third.
Third face of Shiva, yes. But you have to go on through that. And it gradually dissolves, and there's Aghora. With all the love and bliss that doesn't go away. This is not just theory or artwork. This is what actually happens. But sometimes it's a long time going through the horror show. Months and years, sometimes decades, sometimes lifetimes. But it is finite. The world is finite. You only resisted a finite number of things. But there's a lot of them. It's not that you can't speed it up. You can by just surrendering more. But then when you surrender a lot, the chaos starts to increase and you get lost. And so you back off a little bit. But don't back off too far. Work it back and forth till you keep it at that frontier. Sometimes I go too far. I eat too little. Then I go too far the other way and eat too much. I eat too little. And where that frontier is keeps changing. So I can't make a policy. They say, give me a policy about how much I should eat and I'll use my will and follow it. No, you have to keep finding it all the time. Too much, too little, too much, too little, and you gradually will progress. The only thing you need to do is surrender, but it certainly seems to get complicated.